Hey there, my Pisces lovers, my Pisces lurkers, my Pisces observers. So, you guys, when you combine the endless depth of the ocean, the imaginative soul of an artist, and the empathetic heart of a healer, what do you get? Yeah, I knew you would get it. You get a Pisces. And when you mix all of that up in a recipe for love, oh my God, it's amazing. So for those of you who have come here because you're curious to find out what this dreamy sign has to offer in love, what you can offer your sign in love, and you want to know if you're being loved right, if you're loving them right, you've come to the right place. Your girl Siren's got you hooked up. So I'm gonna reveal the mysteries of all the Pisces affections. But first, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. Here we are all about diving deep into the stars to bring you guys the most accurate and insightful wisdom of the zodiac, to help you get through life. All right. But if you are already a part of the Astro family, welcome home, family. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. If you're not, hit that subscribe button and join the family. We will be glad to have you. So what we are going to be talking about today is just a couple points within the realm of the romantic love of Pisces. We are first going to be talking about the romantic or the nature of a Pisces. The nature of a Pisces, that's what's going to inform all aspect of your relationship of love with them. So we're going to be talking about how the Pisces receive love based on their nature, how they express love, what challenges you are sure to face with them. I'm going to give you some tips to navigate those challenges and build that strong relationship with your Pisces. And then I'm going to give you guys the tea on how to win a free chart reading with me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in it. Okay, so you guys, Pisces is represented by two fish swimming in opposite directions. And what that basically encapsulates is the essence of, merging dualities, the earthly and the divine, right? So Pisces, they embody that. Like, I love me a Pisces. They have that heavenly wisdom, but that, earthly, that earthly allure that just gives them, what you love about them. They're governed by Neptune. That's the planet of dreams and intuition. So they're a pretty dreamy sign, pretty deep, right? So the nature of a Pisces is empathy. Like they have, or a part of their nature is to be empathetic, right? So a part of how they love too is going to be empathetically. They feel, look, we can put a period right there. They feel, yeah. They feel not only their emotions, but also the emotions of others around them. So they could be super tapped in, right? Especially if they're one of the healed ones. They have such a capacity to them. They love unconditionally. Love for Pisces is boundless. I'm not even getting into how they give love. Those 2 points that I talk about, that's just a nature of them, right? They're unconditional beings and they're boundless. Like, so loving them is boundless. It's without restriction. It's without condition. They are super creative. They often, they're going to express love through arts like music and writing and painting and such. And they're super spiritual, right? So their approach to love is going to be in life, period. Their approach to life is through empathy, through unconditional love, through creativity, and through spirituality. And in spirituality, their approach is to love deeply. Like, so you get love on top of love with Pisces. Like I said, I'm not even into the characteristics of how they love, right? This is just the nature of who they are. And so their experience is just deeply intertwined with their spiritual journey. Their earthly their earthly experiences intertwined with their spiritual journey. So you're going to get all of that in your relationship. Ooh, I hope that ain't too much though. If it shouldn't be though, if you're the right one. So how do you know if you're loving your Pisces right? I'm going to tell you. This is how they actually receive love. So to truly connect with the Pisces, understanding their receptive nature is key, right? They have an emotional depth to them. They crave deep emotional intimacy and meaning, right? So it has to mean something with them. Their connections are meaningful and deep and emotional. Acts of kindness, small thoughtful gestures makes them tick. There's another sign that likes that is prone to that too, or have an affinity for that. It's the small things that make them feel loved and appreciated, right? So artistic expression, sharing artistic experience of creative passions with your Pisces is going to draw them closer to you. So if you guys are doing things like, painting together, or singing music, creating music, cooking, doing anything that's creative and artistic, that's gonna help draw them closer to you and love you more. They're gonna receive that as being loved. Doing spiritual bonding, it's another way you can give them love, and this is how they are receiving love. And so if you engage in like spiritual or mystical practices with them, go to yoga with them, oh my God, if they're open to that, meditation with them. I mean, even if you're going to go to like formal maybe church with them, or spiritual services and things like that, reading spiritual doctrine, reading spiritual things with them, like that's going to help them bond with you spiritually, and that's going to speak to the nature of who they are. They're going to be very receptive of love that you're given in those ways. So how they actually express love, right? A Pisces is going to be expressing love through a tapestry of emotion, right? It's vast. It's very vast. It's a big tapestry. It's super, that tapestry includes emotion and creativity, right? So, they're going to be expressing their love by intuitive gifts. Like they have a knack for giving gifts that will touch your heart deeply. So they're going to take note of whatever it is that's closest to your heart, and they're going to give via that vein, okay, whatever it is, right? They're also going to love through their... They have, they're earthly and they're heavenly. So when they love, I feel like it brings out the higher octave of them. And so their presence around you is going to be super comforting and soothing and healing. So that's one of the ways it's going to be more felt, if that makes sense. So it's going to be like a healing presence that they exude and preside over you, that you're going to be feeling in that relationship with them. Poetic expressions, they're going to write you like the sweetest little love notes. Or when I say a love note, it could be through text, poems, like short, quick ones, songs crafted just for you, even if it's playful, So those poetic expressions are going to be strong in your relationship. They are also known for their sacrificial support. So they often put the needs of the folks that they love. So if that's you, they're going to put your needs before they put their own. That could be kind of scary too, though. But that's the devotion and the type of, vibe that you're going to get from your Pisces. If you're not getting any of this type of energy from your Pisces, I don't know if they're into you, but look out for those things. That's kind of how you can tell. So of course, all relationships and things, we all have our challenges. And so with Pisces, loving them could be just as complex as the ocean is deep. And so some of the challenges that you might face with them is going to be emotional overwhelm, because they have such a depth of feeling and emotions. It can sometimes be so just overwhelming. So look out for that. Because they're ruled by dreamy Neptune, they can idealize their partner. So idolization is something that you're going to likely deal with. They idolize their partner, and that can just lead to unrealistic expectations. Okay. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. They are so vast, too, that they might have boundary issues. So they often struggle with setting and maintaining healthy boundaries because they're just so vast. If you're dealing with the Pisces, I'm quite sure you know what I'm talking about. Escapism. So in tough times, they might retreat to fantasy or avoidance rather than confront issues. So, recreational use of things, they can indulge. And yeah, so escapism is a big thing with Pisces. So take a look out for that. So now, if everything is going good or you want things to go good, here's some tips that I can give you that you can look at putting into practice for loving your Pisces. I got 7 of them for you. So here are those tips where that you can use to foster the love and support in that relationship. What you want to do, they're dreamy, nurture their dreams, right? You want to encourage and support their creative and spiritual aspirations and pursuits. That's one way you can also show love to them. Offer emotional support. We know that they have a depth of emotion, and so be ready to provide a shoulder to lean on whenever they're feeling vulnerable. They are pretty vulnerable sign. A lot of us want vulnerability, but they might lay on the vulnerability. It might be a lot, but as much as you can, offer that emotional support to them. Appreciate their intuition, like value their intuitive insights and into situations and people. Now, they are represented by the duality between earth, that yin and yang, earth and the heavenly. And so they can feel things and sense things that we can't. And just because you can't see it and you can't feel it and you can't sense it doesn't mean that it's not there and they're not, it's not real for them. Appreciate their intuition and respect it, and just make sure you are being appreciative of that intuitive nature. They do need time for, to be alone. So understand their occasional need for solitude to recharge. Keep them grounded because they are pretty dreamy. So help them stay connected to reality because they have that duality. They can go off into the spiritual world, into that dreamy state, and they drip into fantasy and escapism and all the things. And so you want to make sure you are, you have that tether connected to them to kind of reel them in and bring them back and keep them on solid ground. They'll appreciate you for that. Communicate with them gently, approach difficult situation with kindness and understanding. This is an empathetic sign. Pisces is one of the most sensitive signs. They're out there. Like, again, they just have, that's just a part of the fabric of who they are. So when you're communicating with them, try not to be super harsh. Like, be gentle with them, like be patient with them. Because again, they are dreamy, and just be gentle when you're bringing them back down to earth. Participate in their creative pursuits. Okay. Engage in their creative world with them. Engage, they're painters, do something fun like paint a piece with them. If they're a sculptor, help them, in some way. If they're someone who cooks, if they do anything artistic, just do fun things with them that kind of gets into their creative world. It'll be fun for you. I promise. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys with regards to how to navigate your love experience with your Pisces. If you found that to be helpful, let me know in the comments, right? You can also book a reading with me. You can find the details in the description of the video, also in the about section of the channel, right? But one lucky subscriber is going to win a free reading with me. Yay! So here's how you can actually win that free reading. What you want to do is, number one, you want to subscribe. And then after subscribing, if you haven't already, you want to mention the secret phrase Ocean's Whisper in the comments. Okay. So, I will mention the winner in the video labeled Pisces Love Reading, and then I will contact the winner directly to get their chart details and send them their recorded reading once I've completed it. So you remember, guys, you got to be a subscriber to win. And that secret phrase that you must mention in the comments is going to be Ocean's Whisper. Ocean's Whisper, guys, right? The phrase you gotta put in that comment section. So who's gonna be the lucky winner? I don't know. You never know. It could be you. I hope it's you. Can't wait to meet you. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your homies, share it with your friends and loved ones, and let us know in the comment what's your experience with Pisces. I love to hear it. And until next time, my astral family, keep your hearts open and your spirits connected. Ciao for now.